Alright, if you've ever felt like you've been dieting for a long period of time and you don't necessarily know why, you don't have libido, energy, gym performance, you feel cold all the time, you're like, bro, I'm eating my fats for my hormones, I'm sleeping, I'm doing everything right, bro. Why do I feel crappy? You know, I've even, had higher calories some days not. It could be because your energy availability, aka your calories, isn't high enough for long enough. And this can be for a few different reasons. Maybe you're eating a ton of fibrous foods, 100, 200 grams of fiber a day. This is very rare, but it can happen if you're eating way too many veggies. And maybe you don't digest it the best and you're not absorbing all those calories. So on paper you're eating 2,000 calories, which is good for you, but maybe you're only absorbing 1,700 or 1,600 or something. And over time your body just treats it like you're not absorbing those calories and your energy availability is low, and so it starts to freak out and you start losing muscle, you start feeling cold, you start feeling crappy, even though on paper you're eating 2,000 calories. It could also just be, on paper, oh, I'm eating, 2,000 calories a day, but I have crazy binges, where you have 8,000 calories on one day and 1,000 calories the rest of the days of the week, or whatever, 700 or whatever, 1,200, whatever it happens to be, the average is out to 2,000. But in reality, you're not eating 2,000 every single day. You're eating an insane amount, 8,000 or whatever calories in one day, and then you're eating barely anything on those other days, and your body will just add a ton of fat to your frame on that one day and feel crappy and barely burn fat on those other days. I mean, it will burn fat, but it'll put your body in a state of high cortisol since you're eating so little those other days. The best is to have consistent energy availability, consistent calories every day. If you're eating 2,000, eat consistent 2,000 every single day with foods that your body digests well, absorbs well, and so your body registers, okay, we're getting 2,000 calories of well absorbed food every single day. You can still have a lot of fiber, but just don't go crazy, eat 200 grams a day like some people do. Or just that foods that ruin your digestion. Eat foods that are easy on digestion. You absorb well, you feel good, and that way your energy availability, your body's like, okay, yes. It's the same reason that when you diet for a very, very, very long time, it's a lot of the reason you feel bad, cold, low energy, crappy, you don't feel as strong, is because the energy availability, your body's like, it starts to realize over time, we're consistently not getting enough calories, consistently not getting enough energy. We need to down regulate some of these systems in the body, and that makes you feel weak, that makes you feel more tired, that makes you feel worse, more irritable. And that's why when you come out of a diet, or bodybuilders that come out of being 5% body fat and they binge and eat a ton of food at once, if you eat a ton of food for a week, 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, you're not going to feel good right away after binging a ton of food. You have to give it time, months probably of consistent eating, good food, energy availability foods that digest well, and consistent. The same thing, you can't just crash out and eat a ton of food in one day. You have to spread it out throughout the days. You have to have consistent eating day to day. So if you're aiming for 2,000 calories average on day, eat that every single day. Or try, if you eat 2,100, it's not the end of the world, but you don't want to be crazy up and down in your calories. You want to be probably within 10 to 15% of your daily calories every single day. If one day you eat 40% more, it's not the end of the world, but don't be eating triple or double or triple or, quadruple the calories you're supposed to be eating in one given day. It's going to really throw your body systems off. And even if you eat way less the days following that, even though your body weight might stay the same, your systems in your body are going to get stressed out, your cortisol is going to increase. And for what? Just to stay the same weight? Because you didn't have the discipline to eat the same calories every single day? That's pointless. Don't do that. So, what's the moral story? If you've been cutting a long time and you're finally getting to that lean point, instead of saying, oh, I'm cold, I'm tired, gym performance isn't that well, I need to bulk up again, I need to start eating 4,000 calories a day. Hold on. You're on 2,000 calories a day. Let's say your maintenance is 2,500. Start eating 24 or 2,500 calories every single day. Give it a month, 2 months. Don't give it a week and be like, oh, it's been a week eating at maintenance and I still don't feel like I should. Give it a month, 2 months, maybe even 3 months of consistently eating 2,500 every single day, and then maybe even try bumping up 2,600, 2,700. See how you feel. I guaranteed you're probably going to feel better. You're probably going to start to get your energy back, even though now you're at that new low body fat. You're at that new low body weight, and you're going to feel better, you're going to have more energy, and you're going to be leaner. So it's about the energy availability, because now, even though you're a lot leaner, if you consistently start eating your maintenance, you're not going to gain fat, you're not going to gain weight because you're eating at maintenance. You can't gain weight if you're, eating at maintenance. So if you're eating at maintenance, you're, for a long enough period of time, your body's going to be like, the energy availability systems are going to be like, oh, we're getting consistent food, consistent energy, that matches the amount that we're burning. We're not, in a deficit. We're getting enough fuel to do all the systems where we don't have to burn anything. Let's upregulate some things, upregulate libido, make him feel better, make him have more energy, make him move more, talk more, perform better in the gym. You'll probably start, gaining more muscle, or at least, if you lost muscle during your cut, gain back that muscle. Everything will start to get better again. You just have to give it time. You have to let your body realize that, oh, we had this food. Let's upregulate those systems again. You have to give it that chance to recognize it, because, even though logically in your brain you're not starving, your brain thinks that you are, and that's why it downregulates those things. So you have to give it the chance to realize and recognize that your body's not starving once you're at maintenance again. And once you do that, things should start getting better. So this is kind of a long yap on energy availability, because a lot of people don't think about it. They just think about, they eat their healthy fats, which is good, sleep enough, and they expect to feel fine during the cut, but they forget the fact that over time your brain is just going to downregulate stuff no matter what, because of energy availability and calories, and you have to give it time to upregulate those same things once you're at that new low body fat. It's the same thing. Lizzo Kryptonian explains it. He maintains, 5-6%, I don't know the exact percent, but he's very, very lean year round, and he claims 5,000 a day. I don't know if it's actually that, but he probably does eat a lot, and he maintains a super shredded physique, and he says he feels good, libido's good, everything's good. And I tend to believe him because it just makes the most sense based on anecdotal evidence, what I've tried out, what I've seen online. So if you're trying to be lean and still feel good, energy availability, look into it. Start eating more calories. Stop crashing out on your diet, binging, crashing out, having super high days and then super low days. That's going to throw off the system for no net calorie benefit to you. And yeah.